Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace, let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar. Welcome to Satsang. Fear of death and how to get rid of it. All men and animals are afraid of death. Everybody is afraid of death. And whosoever is afraid of death cannot avoid his next birth. And if you remove this fear, you cannot have the next birth either. That means you become liberated while yet alive. Otherwise, this cycle of transmigration is not going to end. We are here because we have not done our job properly, which has brought us here. The karma has not been finished. The desire, the longing for desire is hanging, therefore we are here. So let us make the best of it this time and not to return on this stage of suffering and misery once again. The best of all is close association with a realized teacher. It will remove the fear of death, because it will always tell you, he will always give you instruction, do not desire for anything that is changing. Always aspire for the changeless. Now we have to find out, every one of us desires what is changing, what we want, what we love. From the childhood itself, that changes. Even our body, once upon a time, everybody was a child. It changes, became youth. Childhood has gone, it become youth. Then old age. Youth is gone. But after old age, death and disease and suffering and death, and this will continue. So, if someone has discrimination, Siddhartha has done it by one trip outside of the palace, and he saw a man, sick man, a man who was old, a man who was dead, and he decided, all this life is changing. How to find something which does not change, and he decided to be free of all this changeful world. Look at the world. Anywhere you go, everything is changing. Everything is changing. And we aspire for what that is changing itself. How can we have rest? How can we have peace? How can we have liberation? So we have to see, we have to find out what is changeless, immaculate, love, knowledge and bliss and existence within ourselves. Our body is changing and it will fade away someday. there is something through which we can see, we can smell, we can hear, we can taste, and we can move. What is that? Through which we see, through which we taste. What is it? Where does it rise from? What is it? That nobody knows. Only I am doing, I am seeing, I am looking. And then this look goes to something which is beautiful, object of beauty, and we get lost. So this is how it happens. So now you have to return at the source of where this changeless is seated in the cave of your heart. No one knows where is the cave of your heart. There abides the changeless, ever free, immortal, shining, through which the sun shines, through which the moon shines, and the stars and the fire. That doesn't change, and you are that. But you don't believe it. You are so convinced that I am the body, and this is me, this is mine, and this is my relation, and this belongs to me, and I belong to so and so. So that is going to be the transmigratory cycle, what is called endless, because you have given rise to it. Otherwise, this also doesn't exist. You have to question yourself, where does this rise from? And other one is constantly meditate on that, on yourself, waking and sleeping also. You will forget the fear of death, always meditating on the self, sitting, standing, walking, working, wherever you are. And if this breath leaves or does not leave, that's not your problem, because you are in meditation. And in meditation, there is no fear of death. There is no fear of death at all, because you are engaged in meditation on the self, and you are meditating that which does not change. And second best could be to observe the prana. That of course I don't advise, because there are certain regularities, dietary instructions, changing of habits and environments too, and in these times it's very difficult for us to change our habits. And special diet also, very sattvic food is to be taken, otherwise that is also very effective, because the mind and the prana has the same source. If you control the prana, mind is controlled, and when you control the mind, prana is controlled. And that is the knot between changeless and the change, and you have to release this knot, and then the soul will be free from the concept of the body. This is how it has to be done. Few have done it, and others are in the process. Every one of us has to return home. We have to. We are only postponing because we are now engaged somewhere else. We have forgotten way home. How long we stand in the supermarket. The gates will be closed and you will surely repent. And we have repented last time also. And this is the result. We are very lucky to have this farm once again. There are millions and billions of farms less than the human farm. Very small creatures, very small worms. We are blessed to be just 6 billion human beings. Among 6 billion, how many are they who have desired to be free and are here in satsang? You represent all the world, drawn from different countries. I don't think that you have heard from your parents this word, I want to be free. Your parents have not discussed with their children, my dear children, let us meditate. Let us find how to be free. Have your parents done so? Have your relations have done so? Have your society has done so? I don't think. You are the only one from your family, maybe from your state, maybe from your country. If you have a survey of country-wise, I think some of the countries are missing from Middle East. I don't find because they are not allowed. Some countries in the Middle East, they are not allowed to raise a voice, I want to be free. Someone did so and he was stoned to death, like Mansoor. He raised the voice, I want to be free. He was not allowed by the church. Church wants you to attend the church, that's all. The Christians also want you, and other religions also want you to attend the church. You will go to heaven. If you don't, to hell. And where is the religion that has no heaven and no hell and no fear? You take out the fear from the religion. Where is the religion? Fear of church, fear of commandments. There is no religion which leaves you free to be free. You have to obey the church, you have to obey the priest. Come to the church. If you don't, you will be transported to hell. That's all the fear imposed on you. You can't be liberated. Here is one religion, no religion at all. No man-made religion, no shepherd to herd the sheep. All the founders of the religions have been shepherds, shepherds to herd the sheep. Just you have been herded by the sheep. Don't be herded. You are lions. And lions have no lion herd, I believe. Wherever the lion goes, that is its track. If you walk on a treaded path, you are sheep, you see. So cut your own way for the first time and don't walk on what your teacher has told you. Teacher of the religions are preachers, they are not teachers. Anybody who tells you do this and do that is not a teacher, is a preacher. They have some interest in you and they become leaders to destroy you. So you first of all have to get rid of all those churchian mentality. Get free. You are here now for freedom. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of hell. heaven. They exist in your mind. No one has seen hell, no one has seen heaven. And that will be done after death. No one has seen heaven in the life, neither the hell. Hell is here. If you don't win freedom, here is the hell. Because you are afraid of death, this is hell. This is hell itself, you are in the hell. If you have fear of death, you are in hell. Because this punishment will be given in the hell again and again. Why not to remove the hell from the mind itself and be free of this concept? All are concepts, so get rid of these concepts of death and birth. Having done so, then give rise to a desire for the first time, I want to be free. Then search for a teacher, and your work is done. Now you are here. Well done, welcome. You hear your advice, only come here with empty hands. Keep your garbage outside the door. Come with empty hands. Don't bring anything in your hearts, in your mind. Don't ask anything, you see. Sit quiet. Still your mind, still your intellect. Sit for 1 second and you are free. Still mind, stillness of mind, stillness of intellect. No notions, no intentions, and no ideations. Keep quiet. Just for 1 second. I am sure you are free. Because freedom doesn't need any time, because you are always free. This is the bondage, the concept of bondage, which you have superimposed on the mind, has to be brushed aside. Has to be brushed aside by yourself, because you have imposed on the mind that I am bound. Where is the bondage? No one could show it. It's only a concept. And concept will stay as long as you are convinced that this is real. And concepts are real as long as you are dreaming. The snake in the dream, the tiger in the dream, the robber in the dream, who attacks you, you are afraid. This fear is real as long as you are dreaming. But when you wake up, where is the serpent? Where is the tiger? Where are the robber? Because they have disappeared, because you wake up now. So you are still asleep, ignorant of your own self. So now you have to wake up here and now. Then only you are out of this long dream of ignorance that I am bound. You have been hearing from your society, from parents, suffering, sorrow, death. Therefore you are simply following like sheep, you see. Don't look towards it. Turn your face towards your own self, once for all. Good luck.